Yes, people, we are back. We are back down the white light. So yes, last minute decision, decided last night. Do the school run, come down here for 3-4 hours, see what's happening. Conditions are not perfect, even though it looks a nice bright day. The wind is directly in my face, probably a good 15 to 20 mile an hour. So, but yes, we will get by. I got some 8s, I got some 7s, I got some 8s, and I got some 9s with me. So just in case. So we'll start with 8 ounce. Let's see if we can punch a small bait through the wind. It's quite strong, it's picking up. They forecast it only to be 5 mile an hour southerly, and it's more like 15 to 20 southerly. So yes, they got it completely wrong as normal, but I'm here to get a video on the VMO channel for you this Friday. So yeah, no other anglers in sight. Well, there's 2 on the green light. A couple of the boys I know are on fryers. Nothing as of yet, and it's 2 hours till high water. So yeah, we are down here, gonna give it a go. So you're probably seeing I'm tying hooks on my rigs. J-hooks. I'll give you a little hint of what I'm fishing for today. No, it's not blonde rays. It's not spotted rays, and it's not thornback rays, and it's not small eyes, because you can't target small eyes yet. We are trying for a cod. It was a year ago this week that Gareth Griffiths had a double figure cod off here. I think it was like a Thursday, and then me and Richie went over to the green light the same week, and I lost a cod on a dongle. Whole anchovy, squid wrap is what I'm using today. I got a couple of crab with me. I got a bit of bluey, but I've also brought the Ron Thompson accelerator to chuck down the edge with some fresh bait. So see if there's a bass or an eel, because it's that time of year now. It's approaching November. It's that time of year now where there's a chance of anything. So you got off here today. You got a chance of rays, which I don't want. Got this bait still frozen solid. Yes, you got a chance of rays, got a chance of eels, chance of cod, chance of bass, chance of anything this time of year. So yeah, literally. I was using J-hooks on my last session. I did a session on fryers. Me, Gareth, is rammed on it. We had a couple of blondes out, a couple of spotteds. I was using J-hooks, and it felt brutal using J-hooks. I was like, oh my God. Because with a dongle, 99.9% of the time, they're hooked in a lip. With a J-hook, they could be swallowed right down. I think I've had 1 dongle swallowed right down in 3 years. So it can happen, but very, 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 very less. So yes, let's get 250 BMXs there, so that's that. I haven't got my rod set up yet. Let's get a squid out. Southwest Sea Baits, everything is Southwest Sea Baits. First class. To be fair, Matt, you can tell Matt takes pride in his bait even when he's packing it. Everything is absolutely perfect. And to be honest, it's probably the best bait I've ever used, Southwest Sea Baits. And then I have to put the hook through there. Whole anchovy, well, just nip of the tail cut off, and a wrap of squid. Yeah, so I might have to drop down to smaller baits depending on how far I can cast, because we've got quite a stiff in-face wind. It's got to be at least 15 to 20. but we'll see. Might not catch anything yet. So I got a couple of crab with me as well. So I can put squid and crab out on one. Right. That's it. Whole anchovy and a squid wrap. I got the Ron Thompson accelerator. Put that aside for a second. As you all know, my Century Eliminator T900s. My opinion, the best rod on the market for your general all-round fishing, your rays, your hounds, cod, everything. People even use them on a tote, people use them on a skate. They're absolutely amazing rods. So yeah, got my Fathom 15 SDs with me today. Just right in. Put the coaster on the bottom. I'm using these reels for a couple of weeks, so I'm gonna just give it a little flick with the plain lead. You know, those couple of minutes you spend with the plain lead just to make sure the reel's fine, your line's fine, can make a difference between getting another reel out, getting another rig out, baiting another rig up. So yeah. Always the fine little details that make a difference. All the small percentages make the difference. Ignore that's Richie. I'll bring him back in a bit. That's lovely. Right. Right then. Let's get it out. A little swing back. That's gone. Oof. It was like there was no wind. Right over that tide line. Right, happy days. Right, happy days. That's a long way out, that is, especially into a fifth. I reckon that's got to be, I can just see the oil bait. That's got to be 120, 130 with an 8-ounce lead into a headwind. So, might be a bit more than that actually. But who cares anyway, it's in the water. Well, I didn't think I'd get nowhere near that with this headwind. But yeah, very happy with that. Very, very happy. Come on, cod. Don't want no rays. No rays. Just whisper to the sea god, no rays. Just a big mouth off a double figure cod. So, some of you might know the story. I'll get Jansen to add the picture now. First session of this year. Come on here with Gareth Griffiths. Well, come on here with a mate of mine, John. Gareth come and met us. He was on a guided trip. There's probably about 6 of us on here. Slow fishing. I think Gareth had a thornback about 2-3 pound. Couple of the odd strap, bit of whiting. And I was fishing in the middle. And I kept the whole anchovies and squid wraps going out. You know, January, first week of January. Chance of a ray was very slim, but Gareth had a small bumback gay, we call it. And then just after high water, bang, slack, come in, 10 pound 4-ounce cod. So yes. You know, they just like anchovies. Yes, that's the first one out. That went out a lot better than I expected. So I'm happy with that, very happy with that. Ah, see, part of me saying get the 2-hook dongle out for a ray. But you imagine now halfway through my session, if I get a vicious bite and miss it, I'm going to regret, because like now's the time for a cod. So I'm going to try my best this winter. Couple of marks, obviously the green light, white light, Sully Island, Bendrix over high. So me and Richie will be doing a session on Bendrix water over high water, where you're stranded for 6 hours on a little island, probably about 250 to 300 yards offshore. So we got Lantwick Cliffs, where I've had cod to double figures. So yeah, I'm going to try and get a nice cod on camera this Christmas. But it also depends on how much of my own fishing I'm going to do, because obviously I only record certain sessions for the VMO channel. I like to keep some of my own fishing quiet. Because I haven't posted on Facebook for I think near 2 months. Not interested. I've been out doing a bit, catching quite a few fish, and yeah, just don't feel the need to share it. So what I used to do many years ago was just put a post up at the end of the year. So that's what I'm probably going to do. Just leave it to the end of the year now. Or might not post at all. Yeah, so this one, I think, what I'm going to do, squid and crab. They defrosted enough yet? Yeah. There you are. Whole squid body and a crab. Mounted onto a 5 foot pulley rig and 8 ounce lead. Yeah, I met up with Jansen the other week because I was having issues with my GoPro. Just kept turning off for no reason. I kept saying preparing file. So hopefully he sorted that out for me, because I'm no good with technology. So I can just about log in to social media. And that gives me a headache. So make sure that reel's right in. If you do the reel like I do, where you've cut half of the Fuji reel seat off, so you're using a coaster then to hold the back of the reel on, you've got to make sure the front foot of the reel is pushed as far in as it can go. Because if you get into a fish, you see sometimes your reel will start wobbling. You've probably seen in a couple of videos where I've had to stop winding in for a second and tighten my coaster. Go a little bit left with this one, because I went dead straight, so I don't want them to drift together in a tide. So, right. Little swing back, a little swing back. She's out there. She's out there, a little overrun. Job done. Gone. Tighten that up. Lovely job, right. Yeah, I'm impressed with them into a headwind, definitely. Well happy. Right. Got the Ron Tomo accelerator. Right. So I know some of you might know I used to have the SL30s, well I still got the SL30s, loaded with a 40 straight through. But I got these 5 magged BG30s here, which I'm not using, because I use the standard BG30s, which are not magged when I'm taupe fishing. So rather than these just sitting in a drawer, I thought I'll use them. So I've loaded 2 up with 40 mainline, 100 leader. Bimini Twist was probably going to pull the plug out to sea. So I hope I don't get it snagged, because it's going to be a nightmare to break. So yeah. So on this one, it's just going to be a 200 short 3 foot pulley rig, 8 BMXs with either a frozen fresh pout Got a couple of large pilchards with me. So I'm just going to lob it out about 30-40 yards with a rotten bottom. And just see if there's a bass or an eel out there. Right, so we just bed the line in on this. What's going on there? Just had a movement on one of the rods then. It's a nice and simple, 30 or 40 yards out. Just by there. Don't let any line out, just let it swing back towards the rocks. Still going, still going, still going, still there. Right. And lay it on the rocks over here. With the ratchet on. It's nice at the whoever the company is to put this railing up, because they've now turned it into an extra rod rest. So just like that. Ratchet's on, bit looser than that. All we can do is wait. That rod can make the difference between blanking and not blanking. El Blanquillo. Right. Stick with me. Let's see what happens. Right. These have been out there for a good half hour. I did have an indication on a right hand rod, which is an anchovy and squid. Slightly pulling over and going slack, going click, 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 click. But when I sent the drone up just now, there's quite a lot of weed coming through, which I can't see because of the glare on the water. So it's either a fish or weed. I'm thinking it's a weed because I'm not that lucky. So, right, let's go and wind the first one in. That wind's died down lovely now. It's probably 5 mile an hour, as I said. Was it a fish or was it weed? If it is, it's small, unless it's weed under the water. I think it's a bit of weed. Bit of weed, I think. See, because there's only one indication. If it was a fish, it would have been constant. But yeah, it's either weed or a little fish. But it's no double figure cod, I tell you. Oh, it is a fish. It's a fish and weed. Whatever it's done, it's made an absolute mess of my rig. Oh, it's untangled. It's a doggy. We got a doggy. We got a doggy. Oh, they're out there, are they? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so now I know they're out there. Oh, straight in the eye. I'll go back. Now I know they're there. I won't leave the baits as long, because that only gave me one little indication, see? So. Oh, beats a blank anyway. Right. Let's get another rod out. Swing it out. Swing it back. That is a long way. I've seen that one land. Yeah, so hopefully there's a cod out there. So hopefully beat the blank anyway. Right. Let's check the second rod. When you leave your rods, always make sure your ratchet's on, because the last thing you want to do is be seeing to this rod and then something half decent with the tide picks that rod up and pulls everything over. But I have got bungees holding the stand down. Nope, nothing on the crab and squid. Right. So I'll go out with anchovy and squid as well on this one. I'll tell you what, I'll go anchovy and bluey. I'll fillet the bluey and I'll use the bluey like a squid wrap. Thought some doves were going to, pigeons were going to attack my drone then. Right. Ooh, 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 oh my God. Oh, I'm calling that one. Just had a hell of a slack liner. That one I just cast out, the one I was calling. Bluey and squid. Hell of a slack liner. Oh, it's going in my hands, going in my hands. That's a blonde, no. Oh no, I've pulled the hook on it. You are joking. Absolutely joking. It's running in my hands. It's running in my hands. You are joking. Lost for words. Line was literally down like that, tightened up in a tide the time I got the drone in place, set the camera up, pick the rod up, starts going in my hands, pull the hook straight away. And there's two J hooks on there. But I've only pulled it away from him, what, maybe 10 foot, 12 foot. Oh my. Yeah, gutted with that, guys. Absolutely gutted. I've just baited up a spare rig now. I'm going out with a 5.0 full circle dongle. Because there's obviously a ray there. But I'll leave J hooks on the other one. So I'm going to do double sand eel and bluey wrap on the dongle, and I'm going to do a whole anchovy and squid with 2 J hooks. I don't understand how it wasn't even a big bait. It was like 2/3 of a small bluey and a wrap of squid with 2 5.0 BMXs. Thing is, he could have just had he could have been clamped on it with the hooks facing out. Could have been anything. I think sometimes it doesn't help setting the camera up, getting the drone up. You know, that's a minute or two. But it is what it is. And I get the left hand rod in, put a fresh bait on that, give that right hand rod a bite on, a couple more minutes. Wind it in and let's see what's happened. Could be something silly like the elastic is wrapped around the imp, we've all had it. And the bait is still stuck on the clip. twisted. There's probably an eel playing with it. It's pulling quite hard a minute, so I can go a little bit left. So I could put the right hand rod straight back out then, straight on that spot where that fish was. That's out there. Let plenty of slack out. If it bows in the tide, lovely. So it settles in the tide. Not bows in the tide. Bait this one up. Not a touch on that one. Maybe a little eel had a go of it because it came in a little bit twisted. On this one now I'm going to put a smaller bait on, so I'm going to go for 2 sand eels, 2 medium sand eels. Make sure those hook points are really exposed, and a wrapper bluey on the back of it. Do you know what I hate? It's just not knowing what it was, but it happens. It happens. I'm going to keep crying about it. Right. Bind the 2 sand eels together first with a little bit of elastic. So yeah, I haven't touched that rod since I pulled the hook. So it's been out there a good 10 minutes now. So quickly bait this one up. So yeah, look, simple, double sand eel, bluey wrap. Ah, guys, I'm absolutely gutted. Right, let's get that rod in and see the state of the bait. Be a taupe now, it's bit me off, watch this. Come back with no hooks. Devastated. So we're going to state of this bait then, is it? Might want to fast forward this. Well, hooks were exposed. It's pulled the top hook down. So just a poor hook hold. Pulled it down, yeah. Oh well, never mind. I was hoping to see it like not unclipped or some other way, but just a poor hook hold. Yeah, so we got fresh baits on all 3 now. I've literally just put the Ron Tom over that side. See if there's an eel or a bass outside. So a message off someone I know is fishing a green light. They've been there a few hours today and all they've had is eels. So if I'd have landed that ray, that'd have been a result. So yeah, I got double sand eel and bluey wrap on both rods. One's on a dongle and one is on the J-hooks. On the J-hooks just now, I made sure that those hook points were exposed. I do anyway, but god damn. Oh, there we go, yes. It's going, it's going, it's going. Wicked bite, hell of a bite. Come on, same rod, same rod. Yeah, right, let me get you in position. Same rod. Do you see if it's gone slack? Over it goes, there's it, over it goes, over it goes. There's a fish there. That's yeah, there he is, there he is. Oh, gone slack, see it? That's literally the next cast, right in the same spot. Right, there's if you're on the white light, there's a red buoy right out. Literally landing on that buoy. Come on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's dropping slack in my hands. Dropping slack. It's dropping slack in my hands. Look at that, look. It's tied, that is, that bit there. I'm not going to lift into it until I feel a positive pull. I don't want to lift into a slack in case it was something small and it's tripped my lead out, because I just said just now there's some strong tide out there. 8s are just holding. If something small has tripped my lead out, which it did, and now it's going down tide, and as the lead is not settling, if I strike, there's going to be nothing there. So if I wait for a positive pull, seems to have settled. Just got to be careful, there are a lot of snags out there. Let's put the rod down. Seems to have settled again. Let's watch what happens. Yeah, because what you've got sometimes, if your lead is stuck in a little bit of weed, a little bit of sand, whatever, a bit of mud, and you're in strong tide, if a fish hits your bait, it can pull your lead out. And if it's not hooked, then you've got your bait and your lead then drifting down tide. So as you can see now, we're settled again now, but it's not giving me any indications there's a fish on there. But there seems to be fish right on that tide line, right out there. Oh, something's there. Oh, yeah, there's a fish. There he is. Oh no, it's going slack. That looks like an eel or a dog. Over it goes in the tide. Just give that 2 minutes. I'm going to bait up another one. Right. I don't think it's a ray this time. I think this is an eel or a dog. Or nothing at all. Small, whatever it is. Eel or a dog or weed. What is that? Oh, it's a bass! It's a bloody bass! It's a bloody bass! What? Oh no! Oh my god! I wonder if that's what hit me last time. Must have been a bass. Oh, get away from the rocks, man. Do it. It's lightly hooked as well. Lightly hooked. Well, I'm going to have to get wet feet for this, I think. He's lightly hooked. Right. That J-hook is so light in there. I'll just put that down. It's fine. We got him. Woo! So, nice little bass, probably about £3, something like that. There and thereabouts. So this was on the rod I missed that fish on with the J-hooks, where it started to go in my hands. So I'm wondering, was this the culprit? Because there's a red buoy out there on a 1 o'clock direction. And I literally, that bait I recast back out. No, recast, yeah, you know what I mean. Fresh bait, but recasted it back out. Landed in exactly the same spot. It was out there 5 minutes. Slack line, a couple of little pulls. Resulted in a lovely bass. Happy days. So yeah, let's get it back. But yeah, literally releasing the bass shot off, looked at the, come back to the GoPro wasn't even on. So I looked at the file's me going all the way down to the water, about to put the bass in the water, and then it cuts out. So, but the bass went back. So, as anyone knows me, I don't keep fish. So right, let's see if there's anything sat on this. I got a nice double sand eel and squid wrap ready to go out on here. On 2 J-hooks. So I'm now thinking that fish I lost earlier was that bass. Dragging through the mud. Nope, nothing on you. It's been out there a good half hour, double sand eel and bluey wrap. Oh, there might be something on there. Yeah, something small, maybe a doggy. Careful, you're a little spotted. You're a little spotted, is it? Oh no, it's a little bumback. It's a little bumback. It's a little bumback. There we are. It's a little baby. Nailed on a 5-0, full circle, double sand eel and bluey wrap. I thought, oh, so cute. It's a little baby. Nice little baby thornback. You wouldn't think it'd take such a decent bait and a big circle hook. A 5-0 full varibass. But it did. Yeah, Ben Booker's on green light. And all they've had is a couple of straps and a dog, I think he said. So he's been there most of the morning. So it's not good. So it's an hour into the ebb now though. Right, so. Anchovy and squid wrap going out on a dongle. The rods look different then. That's that. Perfect. You put a little wrap of bluey around that, I think. Stinky fish bait. Just to cover the dongle. Some bluey guts just to cover the dongle. Right. I'm thinking, like, for the winter with a cod, if I use a bigger circle, like a 6-0, and a smaller bait, he is going to get hooked at cod. Like. Especially if I'm fishing like the rougher ground marks, I don't really want to be using J-hooks because I'm going to lose a lot of gear if there's nothing there. So I'd rather use a smaller baits and a bigger circle. So I might try that. I might try it on one rod. Right, and rod's going a little bit slack. It's been up there a while. That's been up there since the bass. That was a good 40 minutes ago. Could have missed a bite really, or was it just a tide easing? There you go. Whole anchovy and a slither of bluey. Right, let's go and check the rod. Anything on here? Could be a dog sat on it. That's the reason why he went slack. It was right down tide though. Could be something small, bit of weed. Bit of weed maybe. Something on there. Thing I'm winding. Oh, give me a little head shake, Ed. Yeah, give me a little head shake. Oh, it could be an eel. Thing is, I'm winding in against the tide now, so it's going to feel a little bit heavier. Yeah, something on there. Eel or a dog, I say. It's flying in down there though. And there'll be another bass now, watch. What is it? Is that an eel or a dog? Doggy! Yes. Let's get him safely on there. Right. Let's get a fresh bait out. There's something messing around with this. Oh, excuse you. Let's check it anyway. No. Been nailed. It's time to put a fresh one back out on that, or do I leave it? Yeah, leave it. Got another hour, so right. See what happens. Oh, being smashed by doggies now. Tide's picking up really bad. 8 ounces just all in, and I'm not getting any indications on dogs. Just winding dog, dog, dog. So I've had about half a dozen in the last hour. I don't know if you can tell, that tide is screaming. I put 8 ounce leads up towards Steepo, and they are literally down towards Nils. I think what's probably happening is the dogfish are picking up the baits and swimming down tide, tripping the lead out and going down tide. Our wind's picking up as well, I don't know if you could tell. Good 15 mile an hour. Quite chilly as well. So the dogs have gone on the last 2 casts, but that brings the session to an end. Yeah, it wasn't a complete disappointment. 8, 10 dogs, a bass, and a little thornback. So better than nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up, pack up, get back to the car, pick the little one up from school, get home, and make some more rigs for you beautiful people. So on that note, you know the saying, till the next time, tight lines.